Well, I had the opportunity, actually, to be a guest on the lounge show. Yeah, I was all ready to do it. And then one of the hosts, Rob Scott. Yes, that's the one. It's Rob and Bob. So it was Rob who said he didn't want me to appear, that I wasn't relevant anymore. But look, I was just happy to get the initial invitation. I mean, who wouldn't be?
It's The Lounge Show with Rob Scott and Bob Dylan, two veteran broadcasters who love to hear themselves talk and are somehow able to tolerate each other. Let's see if you can tolerate them as well. Here's Rob and Bob.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay.
I don't recall besmirching Michael Caine's reputation like the intro implies.
Why didn't you tell me that I had headphone wires all over my shoulder? Now we got to start the whole show over.
Wires all over your shoulder.
Yeah, no, you didn't. You didn't. I told him you did, just so that he wouldn't like you. And
it's 9 o'clock on a Saturday.
Which means, of course, that it's time for the lounge.
It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday.
And there's the LC, man, the Lounge Cat.
Lounge Cat. Well,
LC.
Lounge Cat 2.
Lounge Cat 2. Yeah, we had one, boys and girls, many moons ago. And so this is good. We have Lounge Cat 2. The sequel. Lounge Cat, the sequel.
Electric Boogaloo.
In a lounge. No, in a lounge, Jack. Remember that trailer? In a world. No, in a world. A RoboCop, a renegade. You ever? Oh, never mind. I think it was called Comedian. It was a Jerry Seinfeld type movie. He was in it, or it was
I never saw that. I never saw that. Can you hear me okay? Because I feel like I'm far away from the microphone.
I hear you okay.
Okay.
I
just want to make sure. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, hey, I like your mug. That's very funny.
Oh, did you catch that?
I sure did, ladies and gentlemen. You're not ladies and gentlemen. You're just one.
Bob, have you been drinking brandy?
No, I've been drinking Health Aid Kombucha. That's right. Okay. Pomegranate flavor. Bubbly probiotic tea for a happy gut.
Well, good for you that you got a happy gut. By the way, okay, I always say this every time. I should really stop doing that. I should just share a thing, right? I mean, I shouldn't have to. But okay, here we go. Select this thing to share. Let's see, share. See, I know.
Get them all cut.
Well,
are we getting full screen here in a minute?
Yeah,
let's make it really awkward.
Let's
all focus. Oh, there we go. It's rabbit 3 times. Rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. I didn't even realize that that's what we had landed on today.
I figured as much, so that's why I decided to, that's my job, Bob, is to do the rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. And then, of course, why, boys and girls, do we, now why isn't it sharing this? See, it should be sharing this. Oh, shucks, Bob.
Sharing is caring. Just explain it to it.
No, I want to try to see. Hold on. Give me a second. This technology.
I know. See, it happens to me all the time, ladies and gentlemen. And Rob may give me a little crap when I'm trying to fix the thing. But see, now here the tables have turned. And here we are at the Morrison Hotel.
There it is. The Morrison Hotel, which hosted, of course, as Bob knows, but some of you who are new to the lounge who may not heard this lore, that's where we would throw New Month Eve parties. And today is New Month Eve, Bob. So rabbit, rabbit, rabbit to you, buddy.
Yeah, right. And it's the first day of October, which is a big month around here.
Yeah, I know a lot of birthdays, right?
We got the birthdays. We got both of ours. I keep getting reminded that mine is a week from tomorrow, and then a week from then is Tracy's, and she's 50 on that one. That's a big deal. Mine's nothing. I keep forgetting. I really am so focused on hers and making sure that this is a fun day and all that stuff that mine is like, and sometimes they're relentless about what do you want to do on your day. Survive to see your day. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm with you 100%. I like for others, whatever, love to buy them gifts, do the thing, whatever makes them smile and giggle. I really don't need, in fact, not even need. I would prefer to be more or less kind of left alone on my birthday. I don't think it's not a big deal.
It comes and goes. It's like sometimes I really like it. Like I don't know how the thing about surprises, but I have a reputation around here for not liking surprises, which is true when it comes to schedule changes and things like that, like a plan change.
Or but like a door when you walk in and it dumps on you, that's not a fun surprise for you.
No, but that's a prank. That's not a surprise.
A whoopee cushion when you sit down.
That's a whole different category. No, but I mean, I like surprises. Like if somebody surprises me with a gift or a nice meal or a thing or even a surprise. But I think she assumed that I would hate surprise parties. And I said, planning them, yep. But being the surprisee, that's fun,
Yeah, I guess I've had Kim, when we were married, she threw a few. I remember my 45th birthday, that's when the quartet sang and we had a big, you were there and then Barbara was there there, lots of hoo-ha till 2 a.m. That was toward the end. Yeah.
I can't even imagine going till 2 o'clock in the morning.
Right, and we would do that, and that was even on and you would feed. Like sometimes the pictures scroll by, my memory pictures on my computer, and I'll look and I'll go, that's a lot of food. We fed a lot of people. Like it would cost a lot of money. You maybe do 30 burgers, you might do 30 hot dogs, or you might have skewers after skewers.
Oh, yeah. The parties.
You've got salads, and you've got, all this, and then booze and soda for the kids and chips, and then usually a cake with individual plates with every fork for every individual plate.
How many parties do you think that we would have? What would you say between the two of us? And I'm not sure that you ever had one, but ones that we attended or that we were at together. Damn it! Finish the sentence. Excuse me.
Wow, Bob.
I have to give myself some coaching after this show.
You're not halfway, I guess.
Kegs, where we had kegs.
Oh, not many.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean in our life in general, or just you and I?
No, probably. I think I had them more. I think we hosted a good many parties early on, and it seems to me that we would go get kegs, and it was like Bud Light or some crap, right? Or maybe. Well, I don't know if I was drinking, but yeah, I was then. But I mean, if I could get a Killian's keg or something like that, that was great. Except that it was so heavy. That was always a good idea at the time, and then you're like, I can't drink any more of this.
Everyone has at the end of the party, there's a ton of half-drank beers all over the party because
I gotta get a keg of Guinness Stout.
Right. You might as well get a barrel of syrup, for your party.
Oh, God.
But yeah, I remember more of although I can remember, when we had the Jart tournament, we had a half barrel for the Jart tournament and it ran out, and we went and we took the prize money and the entry fee money that was supposed to pay for the party and went and bought more beer. Like we went and bought 6 or 7 or 8 more cases of beer. I remember that distinctly.
Yeah, I didn't remember that detail, but as you're saying it, my brain's going, oh yeah, that happened.
No, you're right. Either that or a year ago. I don't remember it, but I believe that certainly happened that way.
No, I think that's true. I think that's that whole thing, even about taking the money and going to buy more beer. That's so us. Like, we're not stopping.
No way. They're still selling.
Yeah, I can just we emptied the keg. And it was a half, not a quarter. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, it was a half. It was 15 plus gallons of beer. And
how many people do you think were at that party?
It was a good party. We had 2 grills going. I have a picture somewhere. I don't have access to it right now to pull it up. But
no, wait. Is that the Jarts party, or are we talking now 45? Okay, no, I'm Jarts
party. There was a good amount of people there.
And the invitation, I wish we had that handy.
I have.
Can you pull that up? Come on, you can do it.
Okay, well, I might be able
Can't you do
it.
It's got to say Jart on it, right? You can just do a system
now
as a search for Jart.
I know how to type in a search word.
Do you?
Do you really? All right, let's see if I can. All right, it might take a while because there's a lot of stuff in this folder, right?
That's okay. While you do that, I'm going to try and find the Lake Geneva cam.
No, you know what I do have though? I did find there is a picture here. Okay, but this is not.
Holy crap! Is this blurry?
Oh, well, it's supposed to be. It's the Lake Geneva cam. But here we go. I can at least do this. It is the same party. I have a picture. And now see what the heck is going on with. I'm serious. I can't make it not do me. What are you seeing? Oh, I'm freezing up.
No, yeah. You're good.
Hide this. Toggle. It's not showing me any toggabilities. Toggability.
It's got a certain toggability.
Yeah. For whatever reason, now it won't even toggle. This is open settings, the whole thing. The world is dying in front of me. But I shared before. I've got this great picture. I have a picture of the party.
Oh, wait. We got some action going on in the still blurry cam. Oh, but you can't see it because, well, now you can. You see up there in the upper right-hand corner? We got some light action. I feel like something's going down. Rob, what do you think? Your experience?
Nothing's going down. It's I see the lights. Yeah,
Yeah, right there. See? Oh, it's that seems like an alien. It is fireworks.
Yes, it is fireworks. It's fireworks on Lake Geneva, live, boys and girls. For those of you who get to do the lounge correctly, you're really getting to see something tonight. You're seeing live
blurry fireworks.
Yeah, they're blurry, but it's still it's the fireworks at Lake Geneva.
Hold on, I gotta take the blurry away. I think. Yeah. Now we can really enjoy the show.
Well, there's somebody who obviously spent money and paid for the fireworks. That would be right around Williams Bay area. So could be
no holiday needed. They would this is occasionally done. I can't believe we caught a fireworks show. That is awesome.
Yeah, it is. And I did that one. We had a lounge show right around the 4th this year. And after we got off, when the lounge show closed, I opened up the Gordy's camera, and they had fireworks going. I watched them a little bit. So this is cool. You're right. This is nice. Yeah, there's something
even though
wrong.
They're blurred, they're this big on a screen. We're going.
Yeah, but at least we're watching live fireworks.
Our brain is filling in the blanks. Our brain is saying it's a fireworks show and it's probably pretty cool. It's on the lake and we're hearing it. And man, it's just the theater of the mind, my friends. The theater.
I don't know why I can't share the screen anymore, Bob. I'm very irritated.
Oh. Well, while you're doing that, I will tell you that like right now the ladies are. Yeah, you tried. It happens to me all the time.
The ladies are
Tracy and Amber are out on a shopping thing. I think for clothes or something. They gotta be home soon. They've been gone a long time. And then tomorrow, Tracy and I, for our birthdays, are going and getting a hotel room and
gonna kind of do a go away vacation, but not too far away.
That's right. We're going to go down to the Bellagio, which I have not stayed there. I don't think. Maybe in the past.
I used to do that with the kids. I did that once with Steven. I can recall with Steven, it was January, and Kim and Sam. The kids were little, and they had to go up. They were going to go up north. The girls were going up north to Wisconsin for something, and then it's just Steven and me. And he might have been 9.
They're home.
10. Pardon?
I think they're home. I said,
who's home?
I said they got to be home any second, and I think they just pulled.
Oh, I'm sorry. Now you just railed.
I know.
Anyway, I took them downtown Atlanta, where there was an indoor swimming pool. So we were right downtown, and you're staying at a hotel, and we go swimming, and it's like 25 degrees outside, and we go swimming in January. And he thought that was so cool. And it felt like you were way far away, even though you're 15 miles down the road, 20 miles down the road. So you're doing kind of the same thing.
It's nice, and we'll just walk around that area because the weather's now it's really nice. It was 70 something was the high today. 70.
I noticed that it was warmer in Wisconsin than it was in Vegas today. I found that fascinating.
Super nice, and so I think tomorrow will be nice too, and so it'll be good for just walking around and just chillaxing and getting out of our environment.
Yeah.
Weekend special.
Well, just like I said, it's up in the 70s here in Las Vegas, Nevada.
70 degrees in Atlanta,
Ooh.
under clear skies, over my now
Dead body.
new
Sorry.
deck on the back of the house.
Oh,
It's beginning. The transformation of that area of my home has begun today.
So no pictures, no in progress pictures.
No, not yet. I'm going to do though, because this is a work in now. I'm and he did great work, but he's going to come back Wednesday, finish the railing, that, and then I've got it. There's painting and staining, and then I'm going to do, maybe I'm thinking flower boxes or shelves or so. I don't know. All I'll do now is I'll go out there from time to time and just stare and just look and try to picture where I want it to go. And I've got some ideas, but yeah, I did take initial shots, and then I'll take some tomorrow morning of this stage, and we'll bore the hell out of the loungiers.
I like it. I can't think of any reason that shouldn't be what they are.
The loungineers.
The Loungingtons doesn't work. The loungies. The loungies seems aquatic somehow.
Yeah. Okay. Loungies. Lounge heads.
Yeah. No.
Okay. Well, anyway.
The loungeables.
Right. Which you can dress them up for Halloween. It sounds like a
That's
toy.
Right. It's how you.
Yeah.
It's a whole line of clothing, so you know how to match. It's the right. Loungeables, right? Except like when we were drinking, it would be like wine and wine, or beer and beer. But what now? What do we got?
So if you've got a shirt that has the Bob tag, then you have to wear the pants that have the Bob tag.
Okay, right.
It's like Garanimals, except they're loungeables.
Yeah. So there's only two things to match. Bob and Rob. You don't have a bunch of animals, and you don't have the superheroes. And
so here's the thing about the deck, though. So he shows up at 8:00 today, and I was just going to pose this question to you. So he gets out there at 8. It's a Saturday, I realize, so that's good weekend. But man, those saws start going, and he gets a crowbar, and he's starting to rip out old material, old decking, and toss it down in the dry, and then more circular saws and more power tools. And he had a compressor out there, which he uses for a nail gun. Mm-hmm. So that compressor's running, and boosh, boosh. And I'm going, it's 8. It's 8. Like, I don't know, man. Sorry, neighbors, but I'm not telling him to turn around. There's no way. I waited like 2 months because he was very busy, and he finally got here, and he did really.
It's old, but it's normal, I guess.
Yeah. So okay, that's my question. So you are waking up on a Saturday morning. I know you get up way before 8:00, but just play along with me, Bob. It's 8 a.m. You've been up for maybe half an hour, like normal people on a Saturday, and you start hearing that your neighbor had some handyman work going on next door. Would that twist up your?
If it happened all the time, hell yes. If it was an ongoing occurrence, I would have a problem with that. But if every now and then, sometimes that's just when they start working, and that's just how it is. And you, as a home owner or a renter, you have to be understanding about that kind of stuff. Otherwise, you're just a jerk.
Well, yeah. I always try to put myself in the, and like flip the page, when I hear it, I go, oh, and I go, yeah, but you've had guys here. Like I remember when I moved in, and the layout of the land here. So you really can't bring things in through the garage, furniture and so forth. It's got to go around and come in the front door. And they had that whole back row like blocked off with this big moving truck. No one could drive by, in other words. And this is how you meet your neighbors, right? It's moving day. Hi, I'm the one
pissing everybody off, right?
Everybody. And then they got to turn around. They kind of glare at you.
I'm going to remember you.
Yes.
New guy.
And that's just such a crappy way to meet people. But anyway, so the sound, I was just curious, because I've talked to you before about the.
But like 7:30? No. Like I hear that sometimes, and that is not.
Sometimes the landscape guys too by 9. Yep. But I think again, I go, but it's going to be 1,000 degrees at 2 this afternoon. I cannot blame them for wanting to get out there and mow grass at 8 a.m. because it's going to be brutal. That's unfair. That's cruel and unusual to ask someone to mow that grass at 3 p.m. in Atlanta, or same with Vegas. I can't imagine it's not quite warm.
It gets quite warm. Yes.
Yeah.
You've been studying your meteorology.
Every time I think of that, and then and that, by the way, that picture I was going to show, now there's a big tease. You and Kirk were in the picture, speaking of meteorology. And I just can't seem to figure. Now I'm hitting this, and all it does is turn my preview screen black. and it also locks me up on my playback or whatever. The whole thing is a little wonky,
weird.
but I'm just gonna stay here for the remainder of the show, when the lounge is open.
And just simmer.
Yeah, and we'll address that later, I guess. So
with a lot of curse words. Huh?
Michael Gambon passed away. Did you see this? Michael Gambon. Are you a Harry Potter fan, Bob?
No.
Hey, look at this. Dawn's here.
Dawn, what the hell? It's been a long time since you showed up. No date night tonight, so I get to spend time with us. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it.
Yeah.
For Dawnorama. That's what she likes to be called, I think. I could be thinking of another Dawn who likes that. Anywho, where were we before we were so rudely interrupted by a viewer? Oh, yeah, no.
Movies. You didn't watch any of the movies?
Oh, I watched one and maybe another.
Okay.
I'm sure I saw the first one like probably a couple of times with the kids, but I wasn't interested in any of the sequels or anything. But I'm sure I might have seen pieces.
Well, he was a character actor. He's been in a zillion things, but he played the second incarnation of Dumbledore after Richard Harris passed away. Okay. So he was the second. Anyway, 82 years old. Is 80? Do you ever think about that? Like what would be a good age? I kind of think about that. I go, gosh, I don't want to be like 100 when you can barely, like, people all film you. Well, let's get a film. He's 100.
So what do you? Cigarettes and liquor. Now get out.
Yes, cigarettes and liquor.
I eat whatever I want. I never exercise.
Right. And I eat bacon at every meal.
That's right. Bacon and eggs and meat and raw.
I was thinking about that. A farm fresh breakfast. I was thinking about breakfast. I don't know why I got on this, but personally, when I think of a good hearty breakfast that I like, it's all bad for you. Eggs, I guess, are kind of bad, the cholesterol. But eggs, and then what? Butter and cheese, and then some sort of pork that is very fatty, whether it be sausage or bacon or even ham. And then you butter the toast. And the whole thing is just cows and chickens and pigs. It's old McDonald had a breakfast. I swear. I was thinking about that. Nothing there is grain.
So this is what happens when you reach a certain age. These are what you think about. These are the things. And look, it's better than like taxes and work you hate and all that stuff. If you got time to think about this.
I hope Tracy isn't watching this.
Yeah, no, I don't think she is. She's out there. She's out and about doing shoppy things, and she may be listening, but normally she chimes in.
So I wanted to get back to New Month Eve for a second.
Let's do it.
Well, for those of you, the Rabbit × 3, Bob made that. That was one of your earlier years when you were still putting the memes and that type of thing. Bob was, and here's the thing. What's the word you use all the conflate?
Yes.
Okay, I do that a lot with New Month Eve stories. Remember that one that we did? Yeah, but I'm combining 4th. And then I was trying to think, how many New Month Eve parties did we throw at the hotel? A lot. Obviously 2 years worth. Plus, I think I attended one before I was management at the hotel. But I do remember the first one when I turned 20, because it would be New Month Eve going into September 1st. It was August New Month Eve, the first one we threw as management at the hotel. Wow. And Dave Kirkland, now that's 40 plus years ago. And Dave Kirkland bought me a bottle of Cutty Sark Scotch. Happy birthday, Rob. And I, of course, was going at that Scotch all night. And that's the one where I woke up under a foosball table.
Oh, that's with a pizza in your mouth? Or is that another story?
No, that's another story. That's a good one too.
That's like I get when we talk about all of our trips.
That was in Madison, Wisconsin, when the pizza showed up. I took a bite and passed out, and I woke up in the morning and still had the initial first bite of pizza just sitting in my mouth. How long? Who knows? Hours. But no, that one was when I wake up, foosball table, and I'm going, foosball table.
Right. I don't have a foosball table.
I don't recall going out. Am I in a bar? I mean, where are the foosball? And I know I've told you, but I'll finish. And I look around. I don't know where I'm at, but I'm in a residence. I'm in a home, someone's home. And then the guy comes down the stairs, toweling off his head or whatever, coming out of the shower. And who are you? And you're just coming out of it, man. You're, I mean, I'm putting 2 and 2 together. I'm probably in your home. I was just sleeping under your foosball table, sir. And you're thinking all this. And then I look out the window and I see the hotel. And I go, I'm your neighbor. I felt so happy that I figured out who I am to this man. And then I just walked out the door. And I don't know that we ever had any more dealings with one another ever again. Nothing got damaged. Nothing was harmed.
And you got a story out of it.
I did. And that was and then some New Month Eves, would be just a few people would come over. It'd be like during finals. Yeah, they're still shooting off.
Well, no. Now the cops are here. Hey, you don't have a license for that.
That's the popo. Yeah, you're right.
They were either there for safety measures or somebody's in trouble.
Safety measures.
You know what? I see one of them. They've got my video camera.
Wouldn't that be something if somehow we could just get even a quarter of that footage just to take a look at it?
I know.
I don't think we ever even looked at it. We knew what was going to be on there.
Yes, I have it running in my head, like Oak behind the bar and playing pool and the whole thing.
It was a surprise.
And surprising Oak.
Yeah, there was a surprise bit that was all filmed too, where Mahoney or whomever, I forget
I forgot it too. Who were we surprising?
That's gotta be Tim. Tim was already there to surprise Oak because it was you and Oak and I and Tim who ended up going to Lake Geneva, and then Oak tended bar, and you shot it all on video, and then the cops came,
and I must have. Where's that video camera? I just don't know that it dropped with me. I think I might have left it on the ledge in my fear.
Who knows? I don't know,
Which means somebody else has it.
Well, yeah.
And of course they kept it because it's classic footage.
Because it's classic material. They're going, who are these guys? Let's put
this looks like a good time. I'm going to hang on to this. And maybe one day I'll be scrolling Facebook and I'll see these guys.
Yeah, and I'll send it to them. What the? And I'll send it to them. They'll get a kick out. Won't they be surprised? Well, they're gonna love that. Oh, they're gonna talk about me at holidays and shit. That'll be great.
Oh God, that makes me laugh for so many reasons. Oh, that's so good.
So yeah. And then of course, since we tell this, we have to then move on to the next part of the story, which is the whole cell phone thing too. And then you had to go the next day. You had no phone, not just a video camera going. All of your IT, Bob. All of your IT was gone.
I still feel that in my heart. That wet iPhone 1. Big thick thing with the round edges, right? That I'd had for a very short amount of time.
Yeah, too bad. If it was one of the titanium ones, I'm sure it would have just floated and you could have picked it. That's their new thing now. It's made of titanium, the new one.
Yeah, I think Dawn wants to show her hands, I think, to test to see if we're AI.
I think she's talking about the popo. The police giving you a hard time and me a hard time after we were trying to jump the fence so that we could go to the boat at 3 a.m.
Yeah. No, I think she thinks we're AI.
Oh, well. Oh, yeah, that's right. The hands thing. See, there's a movie script. Let's go on record right now and just say somewhere there's going to be a movie script that's how we can tell that they're AI.
Oh, it'll be too late. By the time that's written, it'll be too late.
Well,
it's too much of a trope now. It's not.
The hand thing. See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No.
It's already
in ways they've. Huh?
That bit came and went is what you're saying.
No, I'm just saying it's so talked about that anybody who would get it would be like, yeah, okay. Like that's so not it's like because it's so obvious because people come out with these hands, But it'll be fixed. It'll be fixed. I mean, it mostly is. Like the newer models, man, if we had time, if we needed a segment, I was ready to go with the new Bing image creator, which uses DALL-E 3, which is the latest image generator, which is just going to kick everybody's ass. It's amazing. It does text. You can say, hold a sign that says this. I don't know if you saw it on my timeline. I got Darth Vader holding a sign that says, I am not your father. You can tell it to say that. Yeah. So that's all. You tell it to do all that. And it just freaking follows your commands.
These different pieces of software that you talk about from time to time, are they sample versions, or do you pay for
No, for the most part, they're free. I mean, and this is free. This is free because it's just part of Bing, and Bing is now a lot of AI and chat and all kinds of stuff. So Microsoft's really jumping in there, and DALL-E 3, the image creation tech, is part of that little Bing package, and it is phenomenal. It's blowing my mind, and you get like 100 credits or whatever a day, and that's a lot of images. So,
and what company is the big one on AI?
Microsoft. No, I mean, there's a ton, but OpenAI is the one that has ChatGPT.
No, but you said, but it uses what? Some one word. Bing.
Bing, yeah, Bing. Microsoft Bing. Bing.
Ned Ryerson.
Oh. You no.
There it is. What? I was proud of that.
Ned Ryerson.
And with those words, those were the words they chose. I kid you not. Those were the words. So when those words came out, they decided that's when they were going to end the show. They could have done, I don't know, countless other things, but they chose that sequence of words to end it. And this is how we're left with the show. I don't get it. I don't think I can watch anymore.
You've been watching The Lounge Show with Rob Scott and Bob Gary. Join us every Saturday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, and tell your friends and family to do the same. After all, we'd do it for you if you had a show. Probably.